Protecting the vote. 9 on your side gets involved after learning a person who died was eligible to vote for years.
We've reported in depth about the fight over purging voter rolls in Ohio, so our team took some action to figure out this problem impacting Hamilton County.
Houston, I Have a Problem is on the case, and Ryan Houston explains what happened.
Well, we found out that a man who died back in 2004 was still on the rolls, meaning he was eligible to vote. And his former neighbor called the Houston I Have a Problem hotline for answers.
I feel like to have honest elections, you have to have good officials, and I feel like it's a civic responsibility for people to work at the polls.
Linda Zagota loves working at the voting polls. She's been at it now for more than 20 years. Zagota says she pays attention to every single thing.
So it was initially when we had the signature poll books that I became aware that my neighbor was still on the rolls. And then after it had been on so long, I became curious about it.
Zagota claims her next-door neighbor who died back in 2004 showed up as an eligible voter for 14 years. She says she contacted the Hamilton County Board of Elections and was told that a family member needed to turn in a death certificate to have that person removed.
And I'm concerned that by someone being on the rolls, someone could improperly vote in their name.
I took her concerns right to the Hamilton County Board of Elections.
Since this has been brought to our attention, we've done a little more research and we've been able to obtain some more identifying information, and that person has now been canceled.
That's Sherry Poland. She's the director of the Hamilton County Board of Elections. She says the state and county does a very good job removing deceased voters from the rolls. But Poland tells us things happened differently this time.
We did receive a deceased Ohioan's report at that time that included his name, but it did not include his address. The report did have a date of birth, but we did not have a date of birth on file.
Poland says it normally takes her office about 30 days to receive notice of a deceased voter. If they have enough voter information to identify the person on file, that person is removed immediately. Now, her office still has about 790 voters in Hamilton County where they don't have their date of birth or identification on file because those people registered at a time when they did not have to give that information. Is it possible that you have another deceased voter on your rolls that maybe your office has missed or the state has missed?
I think it's highly unlikely. I really do. Between, as I said, we have more identifying information now from our voters.
Poland says no one tried to vote under that deceased person's name. Also, her office is working to get more identifying information from all voters in the county. And as always, if you have a problem and need some help, shoot me an email right there at houston@wcpo.com or leave a message at 513-852-1360 for Houston, I Have a Problem.